All right. Just give me a few minutes. I'm gonna try to get some people up in here. Yeah. I see somebody who's in the building. Drop names. I want to shout y'all out. First of all, welcome to CMB Radio Interviews with your guy Chris P. By the way, how y'all doing on this beautiful Tuesday evening? I know some of y'all are getting off work. I know some of y'all are driving home. I know some of y'all are relaxed. I got off a little early today. I ended up laying down, taking a little miniature nap, but I was like, I got to get up and do this interview. Right. So I had her on Instagram, and as much as I preach on my podcast over and over and over and over and over again, get you a wine glass from my girl, Neshia, Holden, the actress, $15 and up wine glasses. Follow her at She Dot Wines on Instagram for more information. Well, guess what? I got her, y'all. I got her once again. I had her on Instagram before, but this time I want to take it to another level. And this time we're going live on YouTube on the CMB Radio Show. So without no further ado, let me go ahead and go get y'all Neshia Holden, the actress. Neshia.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I can't complain. First and foremost, I want to apologize for running a little bit behind. I was knocked out in here. I was gone.
You
good. And I woke up and it's like, oh, I meant to distribute links. I meant to distribute all this stuff. And I was like, I'm flying, trying to hook my equipment up and try to get these links going for you. And
it's all good.
How you been?
I'm good. You already know. Working.
Yeah. We're going to get into that because
okay.
You've been, the last time me and you was on IG, last time we was talking about your acting career and your wine glasses.
Right.
This time you have something going on with these sip and paint events.
Yeah.
Yep. And I've been dying. Like I've literally been like, okay, next time we get her on here, I need to know how in the world did this come about? What inspired you?
Right.
What inspired you? Level. It's a whole nother level this time. This is different. This is way different. What inspired you to start up these She Dot Wine sip and paint events?
I started doing vendor events in 2021 when I started selling wine glasses. So I'm like, okay, this is cool. Then I started going to different events and it just wasn't giving the atmosphere that I really, really wanted. So I'm like, man, I should just start my own. But first, before then, I was like, somebody should let me do it. And then somebody was like, no, you should just do it yourself. I'm like, But then the idea got real. I was like, you know what? I really could do this myself. I was nervous. I'm not gonna lie. But it's like, what I expect out of events, I wasn't really getting it. And for me to be like setting up and try to market and, just connect with people, it just wasn't giving the experience I was expecting. So I'm like, you know what? Let me do this my way, the way I want other people to, feel. And, let me throw the event that I want to attend as an entrepreneur. So that's how that came about.
That's a good idea. And it's been booming ever since then, since you've been doing them.
Yeah.
Do you plan on traveling the United States with these events that you actually have lined up or anything? Do you
Definitely.
plan on doing that? Okay. What is
I'm
one
already
state
doing
that
it.
what is one state that you actually want to go? Like, what do you want to? What is the biggest state like this? You dying to do this one again?
I really, really, really. It's two, but I really want to do Vegas.
Vegas, okay, that's a good spot. That's a good spot. Why Vegas?
I just feel like it'll fit in real good. It's a lot of people coming through. It'll be something different to do. I feel like I can attract different tourists. I just feel like the vibe I have, the experience that I create, I feel like, I know Vegas is like gambling, trip, but I just feel like something about Vegas. I really love Vegas. I've been like 2 or 3 times. So I'm just like, yeah, I can see myself being there just with the atmosphere, and it's just a lot going on. And I think it'll fit, and I'm bright, like my artwork is bright. So I just feel like, yeah, this is one of the places I need to be.
Smart, smart. So last time, are you still doing the acting thing? Are you still focusing on
Yeah,
that? Okay.
yeah. I had to say break, but I actually have a movie coming out. It's an indie movie I filmed in Nashville. I actually have to go to Nashville next weekend and do some a photo shoot for it, actually. So that's going to be coming out. I don't want to give an anticipated date because I truthfully do not know, but it's on the way. But I kind of did step back from audition a little bit because I wanted to get this on the road. And that way, I have something in sync. Like, okay, I'm not acting, so I got an event. It's a method to my madness for sure.
Right. Right. Because like I said, the last time we chatted, I know that you had the last film that we talked about was Good Morning Moon. Now this
Oh
film I saw
wow,
yep. The next film I saw, honestly, it was something a little different. I saw the trailer for it, and it was like,
yeah,
whoa, this one kind of like grabbed my attention. And it was like, wait a minute, this looks like some kind of like thriller. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, whoa, wait a
it
minute, hold
is.
on.
It is.
What inspired you to get into this one? What was the casting like to get in this?
So this is actually funny because I actually work with this guy, or director, I should say, Thomas Mack. I'm gonna shout him out. In Nashville, I did a Cheaters Live with him. That was actually my second Nashville film or whatever. And he always let me know like, oh, can you do this? So that's kind of how when he was like, I can see you. I post on Instagram doing different things. So he like, how are you playing a person that has like a problem, like a mental problem? I'm like, hey, that's right up my alley. I always want to do that. I feel like that's such a not a what is it? I can't think of the word, but I feel like that's like something I really really want to do. Like I really want to do mental health roles like schizophrenic and bipolar. I feel like it's gonna stretch me as an actor. So
Yes.
he was like, how would you feel about doing somebody who lost their mind? Like he like, I need you completely crazy. I'm like, okay, cool. So then I read the script, got on set, and I'm just like, yeah. And it's so different because like just a little sneak peek in between like the storylines. It's kind of like I'm here and I'm there. It's kind of like, okay, I look normal, but then I'm tripping. Then we have another segment like in the movie. It's kind of like I'm spazzing that, and that's probably what you're seeing in the trailer. So it's like I looked at it like, oh, oh, okay, that's me. That's
Yeah.
me. So it's very very interesting. Very. If you want, I'll give you a little synopsis. If you want me to go into detail. So
Okay.
my role. So it's kind of like assault, but not gruesome. So it's kind of like four individuals, they are paying a price for an action. And that could be murder, it could be infidelity, it could be any of those things. So it's four individuals. So it's four scenarios in a compilation in this film, and they all intertwine of who's going to pay the ultimate price. So I'll
Mm.
leave it at that. Yeah. So it's very interesting.
I need to know what date that's gonna be. Cause I actually want to check
Yeah.
that one out.
Yeah.
That was something that drew my eye, and I was like, I have to get her back on here just to talk
Mm-hmm.
about that. Cause I was like, this is something that I know for a fact. Like you've been in the works for. Also did a if I want to say you was just in like a casting for Stars at one point. Am I correct?
Yeah. You talking about P Valley or?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
That
I had
HBO,
like,
I think HBO at one. I think
yeah,
HBO.
yeah.
Yeah,
HBO. I think the Ava DuVernay. I just was like, I had a little cameo in
that's
that, but that was cool. I think that was an HBO one, but COVID and everything kind of cut that production short, so it ended up being like a mini series. It was real, real, real cool. But Stars with P Valley, I worked on there for a month. Like they kept having me come back. I did like a photo double. I was a photo double. I think that's correct. Yeah, a photo double for I don't know if I'm supposed to say it, but Miracle Watch. So that was real cool. That was something to put on my resume and stuff like that. So I wish I could show y'all the picture. It was super dope. Like I'm in a trailer. They doing my hair. You know what I'm saying? I'm in costume. I felt like a whole star. So that was real cool. So that you really want to see me because like I'm a double or whatever. So it's kind of like I was on set when she wasn't on set. So when she came back to set, I was like kind of like filming, her like a silhouette And but it was just so cool because like in the pink, quote unquote, it's like they had so many cameos of me. It's like I was like on like the little stars thing. People were like, oh, is you on P Valley? So it was like real cool. I think that's the longest I worked on a show. I did it maybe like a month and a half. So hopefully this time when P Valley come back around, I can shoot for something bigger because it definitely was dope. It definitely was dope.
Let me tell y'all something real quick. Look, she is from Gary, Indiana, and I'm telling y'all now, y'all are sleeping on Neshia with
Mm-hmm.
some of the things that she does. Like these things, like I said, like the little things I pay attention to. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm more observant. So if I look at something and I know it's good, oh yeah, I have to make it
Yeah.
happen because if not, Neshia gonna be long gone, and I'm gonna be like, hey, I need it.
Go, but I'm always come back. I'm always double back.
Yeah, double back. Come on back. Yeah,
Yeah, for
definitely.
sure.
I would love it. So explain to the people what goes down at these sipping paints that you have going. Because I think they actually are very good.
Oh, thank you. So, I like to think so myself. So at these sipping paints, we're not only what sets me apart. I'll start there. So I care. It's not a money grab. It's I actually care about the local entrepreneurs in different cities and say, especially Gary, Indiana. So I want to cultivate a safe place where we can relax. You know what I'm saying? We can dress up, look nice. It can be a date night. It can be a friend date. It can be you just want to get out the house. It's a stress reliever. We got good music. There's raffles. There's food. I try to feed y'all. There's wine. So I try to make this an all inclusive experience where like you feel good. Like you meet somebody, you network. You walk out with somebody's business card. You walk out feeling like, oh, I didn't know I can paint. Or something like, oh, I brought something from this individual, and that my vendors, they end up, expanding or they have a new customer. So it's a lot of entrepreneur, it's a lot of fellowship, it's a lot of good vibes. It's a lot of art, it's a lot of getting out of your element because a lot of people are scared, like, oh, why would I waste my money if I can't paint? But that's not the idea. The idea is to come, to have fun, to relax, and to enjoy other people outside of a club element or bar element. I want to create something classy. Well, we still can turn up, we still can have fun. Y'all can dance if y'all want to, but it's not the traditional scene of going out. So that's my goal, and that's what my sipper paints are about.
I love it because to be honest with y'all, I've been to one. So her vibe, when I'm telling you, like the vibe is different. Like when you walk in, it's more like such a chill vibe. And I always said I always wanted something like that. I didn't want to be
Yeah,
the kind of person to continue like things you did in your 20s. You always say, oh, okay, I want to go out to the bar and listen to like the loud music
exactly.
and enjoy it. The crazy part about it is I have surpassed that level in my life where you want to
Hmm.
go somewhere chill. And when I went, I was just flabbergasted. I was like, the colors, the scenery, her explaining like, what kind of details to throw on the board. And like she said, you just don't know if you could paint, you know what I'm saying? And it's like looking at how the people were and how they were interacting. And I was like, yo, like I'm digging this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was something that was really, really, I had to get her on here to talk about it because I was like, this is something I never heard of before from anyone. And it wasn't brought until like my girlfriend said, you know what? I've been to a sip and paint before, but it was different. I said, oh, really? But it was different because it was like, wow, I never thought these things existed.
Exactly. And I didn't either. Truthfully, it's so mesmerizing that I can't even lie. Like when I look back at the pictures, the video, I truthfully cannot. I messed
I think
it
she's breaking.
in the realm, and just it's, I just oh my truthfully like
Neshia, I think you cutting out just a little bit on my end. I think she just cut out,
okay.
guys. We're gonna try to get that again. We're gonna try to make sure we get that one again. Once she come back in motion. All right, we get her just a little bit of a glitch. All right, there we go. She finna give can reconnect. Um, Yeah, she's definitely putting on for the 219. I love it. I really do. This is something that was definitely totally different. What the Hey Kim, I see you in the comments. Byron, I see you in the comments. My calls. Hey, if y'all got any questions, please put it in the comment box. I'm struggling with one question, so I need somebody's help to throw a question in there. All right, hold on. Let's see if we got it now. All right. It up. There we go. Much
Yeah,
better.
I probably just moved a little too much.
It's all right.
I'm excited.
We got it's okay. No, hey, I think everybody, everybody feels that way when they come on here. They get excited. They go, "Yo, this is something for me." All right, Neshia, repeat that. I think repeat that one more time because you kind of broke out just a little bit with that. If you can remember what you said.
um, yeah, I'm trying to like, but I can't believe that I manifested this into this realm. It's just a thought, and it's just like when you say you finally gave me your feedback. People keep saying it's beautiful, like this is a beautiful thing, and I'm like, wow, and that makes me feel so good because it's something I'm doing for the heart.
Yeah.
I'm just so in awe. Like my last event in Gary, one of the women, she was like, "This is so beautiful. I've never been to anything like that," and it was so genuine, you know. And it just like it's just I should believe that it's me. I mean, I do believe that it's me, but it's just kind of like in retrospect, it's like, man, this is what I did. Like this is what I'm doing, and it's incredible. It's incredible.
Of course. So I got a question down there. So we got what's your
Mhm.
favorite thing and most challenging part about putting on the sip and paint events like that? Good question.
So you said what's the most challenging thing, and what was the other
The,
half of the question?
the favorite thing. What's your favorite thing and most challenging part about putting on the sip and paint events?
Okay, so we'll go with the most challenging. So the most challenging is putting it together. Oh my goodness. Searching for vendors. The venues I've been blessed, so that hasn't been um, such a hassle, but it's just bringing it all together, like looking for people that's serious and that really want to come and steal the items and just the behind the scenes. It gets a little hectic for me because I'm a one woman show at this point. But I have been
Mhm.
blessed to have people help me along the way. But most of the time it's just me. So it's kind of like, man, I got it like now the national one. So I have the venue. Um, my vendors that came easy. So putting it all together. And my favorite thing is seeing everybody paint, like seeing everybody there, seeing people shop with my vendors. It's kind of like, man, like it came together. You know, the hard part is getting it together. And my favorite part is seeing it actually be a thing and seeing people paint and just enjoying themselves. They're laughing. And just, I really love this. Truthfully, I really, really do. And people are so like, oh my goodness, I don't know how I'm doing, and it looks amazing. You know what I'm saying? For you not to be a painter, and you're duplicating what I parts is see people just having fun. You know, because that's the whole idea of it. Is to come to relax and to just do something you've never done before. You know, with me.
So let's get to these wine glasses real quick. So are you still? I know you're currently still
Hmm.
making them. Does anybody hit you up for like custom makes, like, or
Right.
or they do? Okay. Do they hit you? Do they ask
So,
you like? Yeah, go ahead.
but to make like custom colors, I have done it. I know people kind of like since I'm doing a sip of paints, I have been throwing or ask me if I could do certain things. But I'm very particular in what I do and how I do it because the way I do it is it's my taste, you know. So I'm not going to do anything they are my brand, something I don't stand for. But I have done custom colors and stuff. It's been fun because once again, it challenges me. Like, okay, I never did. Just say for yellow and purple or something like that, for example. And it's like what I create due to somebody else's request, it connects me.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I kind of was losing you just a little bit. Now I see you now, but it's like now I'm losing. I was losing you. Like
Yeah,
it
I've
was like
seen.
glitching
Yeah,
out right there. Yeah. Um. So, would you turn your events into a career path? Do you think this is something that you would
definitely.
continue to do?
That
Yeah. This.
definitely,
Okay. This is something that you would definitely. This
definitely.
is something you
That
would
is,
definitely do.
um, yeah. Like, and I actually, everything I do is to so it's not just like, oh, I'm gonna do it for a minute. I plan to for this to be around a long time, no matter how big I get, no matter if it's once a month, once every 3 months, it's still gonna happen. So it's definitely gonna be something true to.
Okay. Yeah, you're still kind of lagging just a little bit. Still lagging this year. You're still lagging just a little bit.
It's raining here, and
I figured. I was like, okay, because I know you still in Georgia, correct?
yeah,
Okay, now I'm picking you up. It's like
the
once you
rain,
move a certain
and I'm about
angle.
the trees. Yeah,
Okay, got you. Because
yeah.
once you move a
I'm in the
certain.
woods in the way.
Oh, it's all right. I already know Georgia. I've been to Georgia. I already know how the service is. I've been to Texas is the same way. All
When it
all right.
rains, trees, yeah, it never mixed.
I know. So I got one more question for you, and if anybody else got
Okay.
questions, throw them in the comment box. Oh wow. Well, see, you just missed that one, Walter. I did that at the introduction. He said, "What made you start doing your business?" You already had answered that. Go back and check it out, Walter. So my
Yeah,
last question of the night is: name one of your favorite events so far that you've done.
it's my first one. I've been chasing that high for months. Like it was my first one in Gary. It was just like, man, I worked on that from technically the end of August to after Thanksgiving. So many people have blessed me. Like people just chimed in. I didn't even have to ask for anything. That's how I knew. Like, oh, this is for real. Like people just like, oh, I'll do this for you. I'll do that for you. What do you need? Like it just was so divine. It was just incredible, and like everybody had a good time. The food was amazing. My vendors, like it was some hiccups, but it was like that was my favorite one. My poets, I had poetry, live poetry. It was incredible. Like everybody, like it was just amazing. I ain't gonna lie, I've been chasing that highlight. It got to be like I know everyone's going to be different. It's a different crowd, different city, different state, but that that's your system. Like now, oh yeah. So my dear one, everyone that's definitely.
The one that I think the first one that you are clarifying is the one that she had with the, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was the chicken tacos with the vendor that you had that I actually enjoyed. So that
I
was the one that I actually
didn't
went to.
know.
So
Yeah.
Neshia, that's the interview. Thank you so much for joining. Oh wow, Byron. Byron got a question for you. Hopefully I can catch you. All right. How do
Okay.
you feel? How do you feel about everyone that's supporting your events? How do you feel about that?
Man, I'm grateful because where we from, you know how it goes. It's kind of like this is not traditional. It's not a party. It's not, it's not something that we're used to participating in. So it's kind of like, man, just my post, this interview is kind of like people vouching for me and pictures and posts. It's just I'll be crying. I ain't gonna hold you. It be like, man, like this is insane. It's insane. And it's just like, man, I really be touching people's lives and stuff and through art. And it's like, man, and it's like, y'all support little on me. Like, I'm really grateful. Like, that's an
Of course.
understatement. Truthfully.
course. And we do support you on CMB Radio as always. We always say on our podcast, make sure y'all get a wine glass. Make sure there's $15 and up. You know what I'm saying? There are more wine glasses for you. You know what I'm saying? We always support
Right.
that system, and we've been doing it since 2021. So, Neshia, thank you
ya.
for letting us use your brand, and we're gonna continue to use your brand.
Thank ya.
any any shout outs you want to give before we get out of here?
To Gary, the whole team, everybody that's doing something. Shout out to you. Shout out to what y'all doing. Shout out to Mac. Just any entrepreneurs, just the whole city, man. Gary, love Gary, man. And I think so what we're doing, like everybody, the clothing brand, the radio, pieces, just everything with the kids, the football, like we're really cultivating something right. And for us as well, so shout out to everybody that's out here doing something positive, working on something, succeeding. Like shout out to everybody.
All right. Well, Neshia, thank you so much. We're gonna hope to get you back on here again one of these days. Hopefully,
Definitely.
when that movie drop, we got to definitely talk about that film.
Yeah.
All right.
Indeed. All right.
Well, have a good night.
All right, you too.
All right. That was Neshia Holden, the actress. Get your wine glass, $15 and up. Follow her, She Not Wines, on Instagram for more information. If y'all want a wine glass, there was one more thing I meant to mention. She has a sip and paint coming up in the next 2 weeks, April 27th. And I believe it's it's at 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. And it's right at the same location that she had it at last time. I'm actually going to put that information up. Anyway, this Thursday, while I get this together, this Thursday, we are talking about spring fever. The episode we're going to be talking about is what do you do during spring? Events that people go to during spring. Little things like that, whether if it's going golfing or whether if it's going to, take your kids to the parks or barbecuing. It doesn't matter. Just bring your comments, bring everything. We're going to be talking about that, which is pretty fun. It's going to be a pretty fun topic to talk about. Busy has an interview lined up. I'm not sure if he's going to have who he said he's going to have, which it might be Whitney Harvey, but we'll definitely chop it up. We'll keep in touch with y'all that Thursday and let y'all know what he's got going on. Next week, I don't want to jump too far of the gun. I don't want to jump ahead, but I know for a fact that my boy Dennis Lyons is going to be with me on the show. He's an auto mechanic. And this is something he's been doing for like a very, very, very long time. So y'all don't want to miss that one. Also, if you missed the Dual Wesley interview, that is up there as well. All right, it's up on YouTube as well. Check it out whenever you get the time. If you missed it, if you ain't checked it out, it's up there for your enjoyment. And I got the information up. So April 27th, 5 p.m., Sip and Paint is going to be located on 5750 Broadway, Maryville, Indiana, 46410. That is 5750 Broadway, Maryville, Indiana, 46410. All right, you can get your tickets. The tickets are only going to be $30 for paint and vendor access. And then also a Sip and Paint all-inclusive is only $50. You can't pass that up. That is something that I really checked out, and I thought that was a lot of fun to check out, and it was actually pretty good and actually a pretty dope experience. If you're interested in going to that, please feel free to DM us at the CMB Radio on Instagram, or you can log into your Facebook and you can message my personal page, which is Chris J. Peoples, or you can message Byron's personal page. It doesn't matter. We'll reach back out to you if you're interested in going to those. And this actually, you can get your tickets at www.eventbrite.com. Search Sip and Paint and the location, which is in Gary, Indiana. Okay. Other than that, I think I covered it. Y'all stay safe. Look, I'll see y'all Thursday. And if you got Crispy, and make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. All right, I'm gonna keep boasting it. Subscribe to the YouTube channel at right here. If you like the content, if you love the interviews, we'll keep them going. Please, please, please tell your friends. Subscribe to us. We are right here. We have not went anywhere. All right. Other than that, this you got Crispy. I will see y'all Thursday. All right. Later.